Good day everyone. For today's presentation, we'll be discuss about the module 2 and search for hidden meaning in the ethnic dance culture of the Philippines. But before we proceed, let's take an overview. The multicultural roots of the Philippines form the various ethnic groups found in the entire archipelago of the Philippines. Presently, they are identified from their language or dialect spoken, religion, common arts such as dance, music, and many others. Another identification of ethnic groupings in the country is brought by the great mass of water that separate every island and partly isolate each other in many ways. What is the importance of learning Philippine ethnic dances? So, people think folk dances are important because they keep a culture alive. People have been doing folk dances for hundreds of years, and there is value. Keeping the tradition alive, folk dances are important because they preserve the Philippine culture and pass it to the next generation. So, it is really important to practice, to know, and to educate uh, the youth nowadays to pass the folk dance that we had to keep it alive for the next generation and for those for the coming future also. So we will be discussing about the tribal groups, tribal dances, and their hidden meanings. First, we have from Cordillera groups. We have Bumaya or Dinoya from Ifugao, a festival dance performed by entire community to celebrate good and bountiful marriage, birth, and sometimes a feast for winning a tribal war. This traditional dance is for the mountain region of northern Philippines. It is also a dance of thanksgiving to the god Kabunian. So the movement in this dance of the Ifugaos tribe was imitating those a rooster scratching the ground as a way of thanksgiving to their god. Next, we have Tariktik from Benguet, a love triangle dance presenting Tariktik, a beautiful bird with a long beak. This Tariktik bird, what called in dialect, it is referring to the woodpecker bird, an expression of affection, love, and courtship, imitating the movement of birds. A freedom and self-expression is evident in the dance. So, Taraktik is a dance from the Cordillera region that originated in Benguet. It is a mimetic courtship dance in which the mating dance of woodpeckers or the Taraktik is imitated with a colorful blanket used as a prop. As you can see from the photo, there is a blanket. Next, we had Ragragsakan from Kalinga. A dance performed by Kalinga women as they sing along with their joyful movement. A symbol of rejoice and happiness depicting in the movements and facial expression. This dance portrays the walk of the industrious Kalinga woman carrying pots on their head and wearing the colorful head-woven blanket of life around their neck. So in this picture, wala sila yung blanket nga nagisuot around their neck. Nara sila jewelry, the laces around their neck, and the blanket around their hips. So we have from the Luzon and Visayan Island groups. Pagdidiwata from Tagbanwa, a healing ritual dance performed by priestess called Babaylan. The use of spiritual healing according to their supernatural beliefs. This dance of acknowledgement and expression of Palawan people to the deities and to at the same time seeking for the deities' help in healing the sick and in need, and offer prayers also for depicted loved ones. It is a way of healing nila. We have been the grant and offering prayers to the deities. From the Muslim groups, we had Singkil from Mindanao. Originally, only women, particularly royalty, danced the Singkil, which served either a conscious or and conscious advertisement to potential suit of the real princess. A real dance of prince and the princess inspired from the Sarangani epic. A dance with boundaries of religious and societal demands depicted in the dance. So the real princess had worn rings in her ankle, and this dance accompanied with a kalintang and a gong in symbol. Sigayan Silat from Mindanao, a martial and combat dance of a warrior ready to defend his lady love or the royal princess. This dance showcased bravery and courage. In this dance, performers depicting fierce warriors. They carry shields with shells, noisemakers on the other hand, and double-bladed sword in the other, attempting rolling movements to defend their master. Pangalay from Tausug, a dance of varied styles commonly learned in their dancing. A dance portraying the various styles of the people lifestyle. If a warrior-like imitation, they perform pangalay, lingka, or martial dance, and etc. This dance is distinct because it is characterized by hand movements and gestures that resembles the movement of the ocean waves rather, enhanced by long metal nail finger worn by the dancers. So we have the other tribal group from Mindanao. First, we have Binaylan Banog from Bukidnon, a tribal dance that depicts the movement of hen or hair banog and a hawk that lurks finding a prey. An imitation of big bird called banog, adaptation and environment factor where banogs are commonly found strongly to be imitated. In this dance, according to what I have read, the banog was killed in order to protect the hen, and to avoid being captured. Next, we have Pamdamgo from Talaingod. Tamdamgo literally means dreams. Sorry for the typo error. A dance of a virgin mother to a born a baby of her own. A combination of religious belief born and live in pagan ways but influenced with Christian faith. So this dance progresses through different stage of child growth from birth to womanhood. So if you want to have your own baby, you should dance this kind of dance. Lastly, we have Indel. It is a ceremonial dance of death and revenge from Tagakaulo, woman, beat in perfect rhythm, and the udol, a music instrument. So as you can see from the picture, udol is the wooden instrument, if I'm not mistaken. It is a paganistic belief about their dead culture. So I don't find any information about this tribal dance. So that would be all. So in all the tribal dances around the Philippines are unique and have their own practices in order to maintain and keeping it alive until the future. So as a student of Visayan State University and a culture and art educator someday, it is really a great help if we educate, teach, and practice the tribal dances, not just the tribal dances, but the other folk dances that we had, for us to be able to attach and keeping our culture alive to the next generation and pass it to the next generation rather. That will be all.